The top two teams in the CACC North Division face off as the Post Eagles welcome the Bridgeport Purple Knights to the Drubner Center. Hi everyone, I'm Matt Scalzo. Thank you for joining me on the CACC Network and for making me a part of your Tuesday evening. The winner of tonight's matchup will hold the top spot in the North. And under third-year head coach Tiffany Verney, this has been a resurgent season for the Post Eagles. This is a measuring stick matchup against a Bridgeport team that has long dominated them historically. Bridgeport is 18-1 all-time against Post and is a perfect 10-0 away from home. As for Bridgeport, under the guidance of head coach Gary Mullen in his 10th year at the helm, they look poised to repeat as CACC champions. The Purple Knights come in winners of 2 straight after taking down Bloomfield in straight sets and then a 4-set win at Goldie Beacom over the weekend. Meanwhile, for Post, they had won 4 straight before they fell at the hands of Holy Family in straight sets this past Saturday. They look poised to get back on track here against the talented Bridgeport team. We'll meet the starters for tonight's matchup. First for Bridgeport, Paola Hernandez starts on the outside. Ella Young is a defensive specialist in the back row. Grace Presswood starts on the outside. Jaden Drollinger, the talented setter. Lucia Tomiello is in the middle, joined with Madison Jongsma. And Haley Jessen also starts on the outside. Kanish Johnson is one of the other liberos. Young will get the start at libero for the first set. Drollinger has the first set, and we are underway from the Drubner Center as Perrick's swing from the back row goes wide, and Bridgeport strikes first. For Post, the starters have Maria Branco, one of the captains at setter, Christina Perrick on the outside. Kaylee Harper also starts on the outside along with Sarah Enright, Tamara Rodovino, and Hannah Brandt. Round out the starters with Alyssa Groves at libero once more. Strong serve puts Post on the back foot. Set over to Jessen. And Post is on the board with a kill from Kaylee Harper. The senior outside leads the team in kills. Came over with 163. There's 164 now for her. He's averaging 2.81 kills per set coming into tonight's matchup. And there's a strong swing from Paola Hernandez on the outside. Powering it off the double block. And a serving substitution for Bridgeport. Ella Bowman replaces Haley Jessen. Bowman, a freshman defensive specialist at a Goodyear, Arizona. Has 13 service aces on the season. That sits third on the team. Presswood off her back foot. Harper off the block. And Kaylee Harper's got both kills for Post to start this one. Harper with the serve. Back set to Hernandez. That's a powerful swing from Paola Hernandez once again, going into the cross court. Hernandez is the team leader in kills coming in tonight's contest. Had 206 kills, averaging 3.43 per set. That sits third in the CACC. And there's the heavy hitter on Post side, Christina Perrick. Her along with Kaylee Harper have been a 1-2 punch on the outside for this Post team. Perrick in her first season transferred over from AIC. Coming off her lowest output of the season with 8 kills in the loss against Holy Family. Looking for a bounce back performance. And the set from Maria Fernanda Branco doesn't find anyone. Talking with Hannah Brandt on the far side. Trying to set up a better communication there as Bridgeport clings on to a 1-point lead. Perrick the tap over. Young races in. A back set to Perrick into the cross court. There's Hernandez. Perrick again. This time splits the defense in the back row and knots it up at 4. Isabella Ray will check in for Maria Fernanda Branco. Part of this 6-2 that Tiffany Verney runs. And there is an ace coming from Christina Perrick. Gives Post its first lead of the evening. This time a little too strong. Sails over the back line. Substitutions for both sides coming in. Jessen checks back in, replacing Bowman. And Lenice Castillo will replace Christina Perrick in the back row. Presswood has the serve. A set to Brandt through the middle. Catches a block touch. The back set to Hernandez from the back row. It is blocked and covered. Ray the tap over. And finds a soft spot in the Bridgeport defense. Isabella Ray comes into the front row for her ability on the blocks and also to take advantage of opportunities such as that. Tomiello on the slide. Back row swing comes from Enright. It comes awkwardly off her hand and into the netting. Madison Jongsma checks into the front row. One of the captains along with Drollinger. There's Tomiello. Floated over from Enright, then it comes back from Jessen. That goes out of bounds as the first touch from Bridgeport, or that attack hit the stanchion. Considered out of bounds on an attack. Jessen another try. That catches the top of the block. Ray goes for a setter dump and can't find its way over the top. Drollinger back at the service line. She's third in the conference in terms of service aces per set. And Harper able to power it through that double block of Hernandez and Jongsma. Harper's got 3 kills already on just 4 swings. Set up to Jessen. Goes off the double block, then off my computer to tie it up at 8. Bowman checks back in place of Jessen. First time we've seen Haley Jessen get on the score sheet. The reigning CACC Rookie of the Year in 2023. Net violation. Yes, it was a net violation called against Bridgeport. Goes against Jongsma. Back set from Drollinger. Hernandez rushes in. Floats back over. A chance for Presswood. Enright off the block and then kept up by Presswood. Here comes Enright once more. And there is Bowman. Hernandez ends a long rally with her third kill and ties it at 9. Young serve from the back row doesn't creep over the net as these two teams continue to go back and forth. Strong serve from Radovino puts Bridgeport in a scramble and leads to a free ball. Hernandez. Radovino with a phenomenal dig. Blocked and covered. Presswood once more. Setter dump from Bronco. Catches the sideline. She ran into Hannah Brandt before having to opt for a setter dump. And Post is the first to stretch its lead to 2. Post starting to find some momentum, and that leads to a timeout from Bridgeport. It's Parrick with a sizzler that ricochets off the stanchion. It's Post 12, Bridgeport 9, early in set 1 on the CACC network. Welcome back to the Drubner Center. It's Post with an early lead. Quick timeout for Bridgeport under 10th year head coach Gary Mullen. The reigning regular season and tournament champions, Mullen won CACC Coach of the Year last year. Bridgeport new into the CACC. They were previously in the East Coast Athletic Conference, where they were a powerhouse there as well before joining the CACC. Meanwhile, for Post, as I alluded to, third-year head coach Tiffany Verney, this has been the best start to a year for any of her teams and is currently on pace for the best season for Post since 2018. Verney has already matched last year's win total of 8. She went 10-20 in her first year. Tomiello through the middle, and that's exactly what Gary Mullen was looking for out of the timeout. A quick point, and it's Lucia Tomiello, the junior middle blocker from Italy. She's 5th in the CACC in hitting percentage. Coming in with a .306 clip. Presswood goes through the fingertips. And it's back-to-back points out of the timeout. Presswood is 4th on the team in kills and kills per set, coming in with 133, getting 2.22 per set. Really dynamic player for Gary Mullen. Can play all areas of the court. There's Hannah Brandt, the middle blocker for Post that has been so consistent throughout the season. She had a season low 3 kills against Tolley Family last time out on Saturday. Both the middles going back and forth. It's Tomiello again on the slide. Jessen will come back in place of Bowman. And Castillo replaces Parrick in the back row. Setter dump from Ray after a poor first pass from Lenice Castillo. Presswood knew exactly where to go on that serve. And we'll see if she attacks Zero and White in the back row once more. That's where she goes to. Groves slid over to help. Brandt off a block touch, and Hernandez was caught in no man's land. Hannah Brandt with a pair of kills on her first 3 swings. And Post is back in front. A setter dump from Drollinger. Post scrambles around and is able to keep it alive. Jessen a tap over, and Ray is not able to cover in time. Jaden Drollinger, the reigning CACC Setter of the Year, was first team All-Conference, third team All-American. Resume says it all here for number 5 in purple. Another set outside to Jessen. It's blocked but covered. Jessen tries again. Harper trips but is able to keep it alive. Jessen, there's Groves. Castillo races over, and it's sent over by Ray and finds the back line. That's that post defense leading into its offense. Sometimes catching a lucky break. Ray, another setter dump. Outside Harper. Jessen is blocked, it's covered. Free ball from Drollinger. Setter dump. Groves somehow gets there. After all that, it's Hernandez to send it long. Take a breath. And Groves with a service ace. She came in tied with Kaylee Harper for a team high 18 service aces on the season. She's now got 20 on the year after back-to-back aces, and that's going to lead to another Bridgeport timeout. After a back-and-forth affair in set 1, it's been Post pulling away towards the later stages. We'll be right back on the CACC Network. Back at the Drubner Center, it's Groves to get us going out of the timeout. After back-to-back aces, it's Jessen. But somehow Groves pushes it over. There's no stopping this one from Madison Jongsma. Bridgeport was strong out of their first time out. We'll see what the Purple Knights have in store after their second. Ray goes for another dump. This one is just pushed a tad far. Harper through the middle, blocked, it is covered. Jessen got a block touch. And Bridgeport moves within one. Bronco replaces Ray in the front row. The good news for Bridgeport is that their top server in Jada Drollinger is back at the line, part of this service run. In system, the swing from Hernandez ties it at 18. That had some extra heat on it from Paula Hernandez. Her fourth kill in the first set. Trouble on the second pass leads to a free ball. Jessen pushes it through the double block of Bronco and Radovino. And it's a 5-0 Purple Knight run, leading to the first timeout taken by Post in this first set. Bridgeport back in front 19-18 on the CACC network. A quick timeout for both teams as both of them back out onto the court here. It's Bridgeport ahead 19-18 over Post in set one. A battle of the top two teams in the early going of this CACC season. These are the only two teams to receive first place votes in the North Division. Post received one. Bridgeport got 4. Been a 5-0 run, but it ends there on a service error from Jada Drollinger. And it's knotted up at 19 as Christina Parrott comes back in. She'll take out Lenice Castillo. Maria Bronco is back at the service line. Jongsma through the middle. A perfect set from Jada Drollinger. Drollinger facilitating the top offense in the CACC. And all its numbers appear to be going up after this first set. Bowman has come back in. A set to Perrick. And she gets it through a double block, and then the ricochet off the arms of Young ties it at 20. Perrick tying Hernandez for a match-high 4 kills along with Haley Jessen. Hernandez catches a block touch, and it just dies off the hands of Enright. And now Hernandez stands alone with 5 kills in this first set. Enright able to split the defense in the back row. She's got her second kill, and it's a big one to tie it at 21. Who's going to have the late surge in set 1 to pull away? And Radovano's serve comes off her hands awkwardly, and she walks quickly to the bench, shaking her head as Alyssa Gross comes back in. Hernandez is at the back line now. Comes in with 17 aces on the season. Cross-court set to Enright. She's denied. Drollinger and Tomiello brings Bridgeport within 2, and Post will take another timeout. We'll be back after this on the CACC Network. Bridgeport 2 points away from taking set number 1. They hold a 23-21 lead over Post. It is Paola Hernandez at the back line. No timeouts for either team left to go in set 1. Enright from the back row. And Sarah Enright with a huge kill out of the timeout. That's her third of the first set. Beautiful setup from Post out of that timeout. And now it's Perrick at the back line. Back set to Hernandez, looking to go cross court. And she finds the back corner. Bridgeport moving on to set point in set number 1. Castillo comes in place of Perrick. Jessen back into the front row in place of Bowman. Brandt on the slide is long, and Bridgeport takes set 1. They end it on an 11-4 run. They were trailing 18-14, but the Purple Knights surge back and take set 1 25-22. Set 2 coming up on the CACC Network. Back on the CACC network, it's Bridgeport taking set one, 25-22 over Post. Matt Scalzo, happy you could join me and make me a part of your Tuesday evening here on the CACC network. It was a clinical first set from Bridgeport, 15 kills on 45 swings, just one error for a .311 hitting percentage. Hernandez led the way with 6 kills, hitting at a .417 clip. Drollinger, 14 assists in set one. Meanwhile, for Post, a .148 hitting percentage, had 16 kills with 7 errors. They did have 3 service aces, but they just didn't have the stuff down the line, and no blocks as well. Just 1 total on the match. It came at the end of set one. It was Tomiello and Drollinger that combined for a huge block and a momentum swing towards the end of that first set. It's Maria Branco to get us going in set number 2. Drollinger, the back set to Jongsma. The art of deception. This free swing for Jongsma and just cut the arm of Groves on its way back. Drollinger, a looping serve. Harper races in. Cross court set to Jessen, who goes into the other cross court and gets an assist from the top of the net. Line drive serve from Drollinger. That's the first ace of the evening for this Bridgeport team. The 39th on the season for Jada Drollinger. Tough serve leads to just a tap. And Perrick gets Post back on the board in set one. Good read for Groves off the block touch. And a strong first pass leads to an easy set to Christina Perrick. And Harper picks up a service ace to bring Post back within 1. A net violation called against Christina Perrick. Jessen checks out. Bowman back in and at the service line. Enright is blocked. It is covered. Hernandez off the arms of Enright. Seventh kill of the evening already for Paula Hernandez. What a resurgent season she has had. Just had 70 kills last year, but had 407 in 2022. Jongsma, the soft touch, just found the one area where no Post player could get to it. Line drive serve from Bowman is long. Radovano goes to the back line. Set to the outside, Presswood. Harper keeps it alive. Enright from an odd angle. Able to find the back corner inside that 10-foot line. Redovino's serve goes long. And Bridgeport goes back up by 3. Tomiello checks back into the front row. Ella Young slides into the back row in place of Madison Jongsma. And Young picks up a service ace. Her first, Bridgeport second. Parrick with a powerful swing. It was read by Drollinger, but no one for Bridgeport followed it up on the second pass. Tomiello looking for a block touch. She doesn't get one. Sliding dig from Harper. A back set to Parrick. There's Drollinger. Hernandez a free ball. Ray tries to take advantage, and she does. Isabella Ray with her third kill. She's listed as a setter, but she's been more of an outside hitter so far tonight. And an ace from Parrick ties it at 8. And that will prompt a timeout from Gary Mullen. Post started out slow in set 2, but they've come alive here. It's tied at 8 on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center, it's tied at 8 in set number 2 between Post and Bridgeport. The Purple Knights took set 1 25-22, and they are in search of another win against Post. It has been a series that has long been dominated by Bridgeport. They have won the last 3 meetings, and they have won 18 of the prior 19 meetings. The lone win for Post came on October 25th in 2022, a 4-set win at Bridgeport. They are 0-10 at home against the Purple Knights. Kanish Johnson checks in for the first time today. She has a dime of a first pass that leads to a kill from Paula Hernandez. And Bridgeport goes back in front as Castillo replaces Parrick in the back row. Standard substitution that Post fans have seen throughout the season. Hernandez at the back line. Tough couple of passes, a free ball from Enright. Back set to Tomiello on the slide. Groves keeps it alive, but Harper and Castillo can't get there in time. Bridgeport has been strong out of their timeouts. Gary Mullen with some well-timed timeouts. In set 1, led to some surges, including a 5-0 run that gave Bridgeport a 19-18 lead. But here, Enright brings post within 1. Set to the outside and Crestwood. The set over to Harper. Moves around and a free ball from Hernandez. Setter dump from Ray. That's kill number 4 for Isabella Ray. A float over taken advantage of by Hannah Brandt. And it's a 3-0 run for Post to put them back in front. Third kill for Hannah Brandt. Back set to Hernandez. There's Enright in the back row. Tomiello, a late tap. Groves races in. Tomiello again this time. Gets it through the block of Harper. She was late getting up there. Serve from Crestwood, dips low. Castillo gets up. And then it's Harper on the offensive end, pushing Post back in front. Her 4th kill. Tomiello is blocked. It is covered momentarily. But Tomiello's bump back up was followed up by no one. Now that's another timeout from Gary Mullen in Bridgeport. Back-to-back quick timeouts, and Post is in front by a pair. It's 13-11 in set 2 on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. It's Post up by a pair in set 2, 13-11. Head coach Gary Mullen has burned all his timeouts since set 2 here for Bridgeport. Alyssa Groves has the serve for the Eagles. Set to the outside, and Jessen. She's in disbelief that she did not get a call for a block touch. And Post grows its lead up to 3, rather. Strong serve leads to Jessen deep off the 10-foot line. Harper down the line. Just pushes it wide. Johnson comes out as Jongsma comes back in. Tomiello has the serve at the back row. And she has an ace. Pinpointed to the back edge. And Bridgeport is within 1. Enright's first touch floats over, a joust, and a free ball followed up by Enright. Harper falling away, able to just power it through that double block of Drollinger and Jongsma. Or excuse me, Jongsma and Jessen. Drollinger could not get back over in time to keep it alive. Hernandez from the back row gets an assist from the ceiling as the initial touch from Grove shot up and then came down even quicker off the stanchion. This is around the point when Bridgeport made its run in the first set. Johnson with a nice dig off the swing from Perrick. Another try from Perrick. This time Presswood has it. Ledovino the tap over. The setup to Hernandez. Perrick with a smile on her face just clips it over the top of the net. And there was nothing Bridgeport could do to stop it. The Eagles were on their back foot for all of that point, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. As the swing from Harper on the serve goes into the net. And Perrick gets the kill. Long rally between those two teams. Enright and Groves collided, but they both appear to be all right. A serving substitution for head coach Tiffany Verney. Radovino comes out. In comes freshman Alexa Arnold. Jongsma blocked by Brandt. It's covered, and Hernandez pushes it over. Cross-court bump to Perrick. Nice dig in the back row from Bowman. And it's dumped back over by Brandt and Perrick. Hernandez. She's got the hot hand. That's kill number 9. And she just floats it over the double block of Enright and Brandt. They didn't know where it was. Kenice Johnson is back at the line. Transfer from William Smith College. Dipping serve that floats back over. Tomiello through the middle. There's Bronco with a nice dig. A free ball from Drollinger. The back set to Perrick off the block. Tomiello through the middle is denied at the summit. Isabella Ray and Hannah Brandt combined for a double block, and Post is the first to 20. Hernandez down the line. A little extra juice behind that swing. Catches the arms of Groves, and Hernandez has 10 digs. She had been under 10 kills rather, when she'd been under 10 kills in 3 of the last 4 matches. Prior to that, she had 10 plus in 10 of the prior 11. And here come the Purple Knights once again. Another double block from Tomiello. She was joined by Drollinger. Setter dunk from Drollinger, drops in. Another late surge from the Purple Knights leads to a post timeout. A 3-0 run has Bridgeport right back in it. We'll be back after this on the CACC Network. Back inside the Drubner Center. It's getting good here at the end of set 2. Just a 1-point lead for Post. Paula Hernandez out of the timeout. Free ball from Ray. The back set to Tomiello into the cross court. Ties it at 20. Free ball from Groves, a miscommunication for Post. Tomiello again, gets a block touch. It's another 5-0 run for Bridgeport, and they're back in front. In set 1, it was an 18-14 lead for Post. That became a 19-18 lead for Bridgeport. There is 20-16, and now it is 21-20. Parrick comes into the back row as Bronco replaces Ray in the front. Enright blocked, it is covered. Parrick a deep swing from behind the 10-foot line. A back set to Hernandez. Goes into the net, ties it at 21. Crestwood rises up and pushes it wide. A little too much power behind that swing. The joust comes back over to Bridgeport's end. Brandt down the line. The 4th kill for Hannah Brandt pushes Post just a little bit closer. And Enright's got a service ace to put Post on set point in set number 2. Ella Young comes in, replaces Kanice Johnson in the back row. Harper looking to end it, and she does. Bridgeport came back to take the lead late, but it's Post ending it on a 5-0 run to take set 2, 25-21, and ties the match up at 1 set overall to both sides. We'll be back after this, set 3 on its way from the Drubner Center. We're through 2 sets from the Drubner Center, and it's even at 1 set apiece. It was Bridgeport taking set 1, 25-22, and then it was Post ending set 2 on a 5-0 run to take it 25-21. Top 2 teams in the North Division going at it, and it's been a good one so far. Paola Hernandez leading the way for Bridgeport. She's got 10 kills, hitting at a .348 clip. Meanwhile, for Post, Christina Perrick matching Hernandez, 10 kills, a .391 hitting percentage. And what's been a good matchup so far. Winner in this one will sit alone atop the North Division at a 4-1 record. Bridgeport comes in 10-6 with Post at 8-7. Take a look at the rest of the CACC standings as this one continues to move along. It'll be Jada Drollinger to serve and to begin set number 3. Both teams pretty equal in hitting percentage. .232 for Bridgeport, .222 for Post. And set 3 is underway. Radovino gets it started with her second kill. Tamara Radovino has been someone that has had a strong run of form, and what she contributes that to is her playing freely. She's had 2 kills per set with 1.14 blocks per set over the last 4 matches. And she currently sits 9th in the conference in hitting percentage. Perrick down the line. There's 11 kills for Christina Perrick. Broncos serve, knuckles in the air, and then drops into the back corner. A 3-0 run to begin set number 3. Set over to Hernandez, bounces off the top of the net. Harper is long on her swing, doesn't catch a block touch, but a net violation is called against Haley Jessen. Back set to Hernandez. Groves with a nice read. Back row swing from Presswood. Drops in for a kill. Grace Presswood, who has been one of the top performers on offense, has struggled as of late. That's just her second kill on the match. She's had under 10 in the last 5 matches, but her defense has picked up. She currently leads the team with 15 digs. That makes it double-digit digs in 7 of the last 8 matches for Grace Presswood. Hernandez doesn't get a touch. And post grows its lead back up to 4. Jongsma through the middle. Free ball from Bronco. Presswood blocked. It is covered. Jongsma on the slide. Groves is there again. Herrick ends it. Presswood down the line. It was Harper with the dig. A free ball comes from Groves. Through the middle, Hernandez. Huge point there, an energy boosting kill from Hernandez to this entire Bridgeport side. Nice dig from Bowman. Free ball from Drollinger. Radovino through the middle is rejected. Lucia Tomiello all alone on a solo block. And a serve from Young. And that just sails way long. Kind of ballooned up in the air for a moment on that knuckle serve. Alexa Arnold comes back in place of Tamara Radovino. Has grown into a bit of a serving specialist. 2 service aces last time out against Holy Family. Hernandez runs into a stone wall of Hannah Brandt and Sarah Enright. A well-timed double block stifles the top hitter on Bridgeport's side. And now a free ball from Young. Brandt has it blocked. It creeps along the top of the net. Arnold with a dig in the back row. Sets up Perrick on the pass from Bronco. And Post is running away here in set 3. And some subs coming in. Samantha Chalufo, senior outside from Ridge, New York, will replace Presswood in the back row. Hernandez down the line, finds the back corner. Tough serve. Perrick's hit goes long. Bridgeport continues to look for a spark. They found it in Hernandez. Chalufo, the most recent change in the front row. That swing from Perrick was handled momentarily by Bowman, but shot up like a cannon into the ceiling and dropped straight back down. Tomiello on the slide, drops it through a double block. Haley Jessen will come back in place of Ella Bowman. Sophomore outside, and Jessen has 5 kills. Still like to see her get going if Gary Mullen was in charge here. Post continuing to hold on to a 5-point lead, going back and forth with Bridgeport. Jessen into the cross court. Groves in the perfect spot. Back row swing from Enright, drops onto the back edge. Tomiello down the middle. Groves gets it with her shoulder. And then Bridgeport was called for an up, or a legal set rather, as Tomiello, who was pumped up after that last swing that hit off of Groves, answers back and gets a kill. Back row swing from Perrick goes off the arms of Tomiello. Radovino comes back in, Arnold checks out, and Groves is back at the service line. Pass over to Jessen. That's big for Bridgeport if they can get Haley Jessen back online. That's her 6th kill, and it was tic-tac-toe offensively. Drollinger was a part of a long service run that got Bridgeport back in set 1. Strong first serve leads to a free ball. Here's Jessen once more. Enright with a nice up. Harper into a triple block. And it could not be covered by Bronco and Perrick racing over. Hernandez, Jongsma, and Jessen were all there. Harper opts for an off speed this time, and it loops long out of bounds. Timeout taken by head coach Tiffany Verney, with her squad leading 14-10 in set 3, but it's been Bridgeport stacking on points as of late, a 3-0 run. And we'll step aside on the CACC network. Back on the CACC network and inside the Drubner Center. It's tied 1 set apiece between Bridgeport and Post, but the Eagles with a 14-10 advantage in set 3. Coming out of the timeout, it's Jada Drollinger to continue serving for Bridgeport. That goes into the net. And Bridgeport drops back down to trailing by 5. Drollinger to Jessen. Parrick down the line, goes through the hands of Ella Young. And back-to-back points from Post grows its lead up to 6. Set over to Hernandez, it's blocked. A roof from Radovino and Harper. And the serve goes out of bounds. A much needed point for Bridgeport. Excuse me, that double block was actually Radovino and Parrick. Bowman goes back to the service line. Jessen checks out. A back set to Harper. There's Bowman. Free ball from Young. Radovino through the middle. There's Young once more. The back set to Hernandez. It's been tough finding a way to stop Paola Hernandez. Double block from Parrick, and Radovino was late getting up. Led to a window of opportunity for Paola Hernandez. Bowman's line drive serve goes into the net. It's those unforced errors that have been hurting Bridgeport. And I get a string of points going, and then there's a service error, and it gives the momentum straight back to Post. Hernandez just pushes it wide of the corner. That floats over from Bowman. Parrick puts Post up to 20. Since dropping set 1, it's been a completely different Post team. Had a lead in set 1, they saw it disappear, and they eventually lost. They had a lead in set 2, it went away, but they came back with a strong surge. They've been going wire to wire so far in set number 3. Jada Drollinger continues to bark out instructions, trying to urge on her team. One of the captains for Gary Mullen. Parrick, a sizzler that splits between Drollinger and Bowman in the back row. Arnold comes back in. She's beginning to carve out a role at the service line for Post. Tomiello off the face of Arnold. Tomiello holds up 2 fingers saying that's two swings that I've hit straight into the face of Post defenders. First was Groves, now it's Arnold. Parrick down the line. And any momentum that Bridgeport has had, Christina Perrick has turned that away. That's kill number 19 for Perrick. That's a new season high. She actually set it on her 18th. Previously, it was 17 against East Stroudsburg back in early September. Chalufo's first attack is long out of bounds. And a service ace is followed up by Perrick. Bowman just missed it, and it went off her foot. And Perrick and post on set point in set number 3. Hernandez from the back row. There's Perrick with a dig. It's over to Enright. Roll shot is kept alive by Young. Set it up from Drollinger. Groves reads it well. Settered up from Bronco. There's Bowman. Tomiello again. Blocked. It is covered. A back set to Tomiello. Enright cross court. Bowman had a touch, and then it hits off one of the lights and ends set 3 emphatically in favor of post. A 25-14 set 3 win, and now post is on the verge of their second all-time win against Bridgeport. We'll find out in set number 4 when we come back here on the CACC Network. Back inside the Drubner Center. Set 4 set to get underway. It's It's Maria Branco. Post with a 2-1 lead over Bridgeport after a 25-14 win in set 3. What response do the Purple Knights have? It's Enright diving in with a nice dig in the back row. A bump over to Perrick. Bounces around, and then Drollinger has the free ball. Harper is blocked. It is covered. Harper once more. There's Hernandez. Groves keeps it alive. And the swing from Jessen comes awkwardly off her hand. And post. Strikes first to begin set 4. Jessen is blocked. It's covered. Settered up from Drollinger, read by Harper. Perrick's been known for her power tonight, but she switches it up with a changeup that floats over the top, and she eclipsed 20 kills on the match. She's coming off a season low 8 and the straight set loss at Holy Family. She's followed it up with a new season high. Settered up from Drollinger puts Bridgeport on the board in set 4. There's one player that's truly had it on, along with Paula Hernandez. It has been Jaden Drollinger, reigning setter of the year, and on her way likely to being a 2-time setter of the year award winner based on the pace she's been on to start this season. Her serve goes long there. Hernandez has it blocked. It's covered by Drollinger, and a free ball from Presswood. Radovino is blocked. Harper on the other end. Perrick is blocked now this time. And Hernandez on an awkward set pushes it into the antenna. That's a hot start for post in set 4. And a service ace from Kaylee Harper. Her second of the night. And Jessen with a big kill there for Bridgeport. Trying to get her team back into it. Bowman checks back in and heads back to the service line. Jessen with 7 kills. She had 500 last season. 583 total, was averaging 4.26 kills per set. She's gone off to a slower start this year. As that swing goes long from Enright, she thought she got a touch. She did not. Bowman continues to serve. That causes problems for Groves, and a free ball is floated over. Off the net is Jogsma. Here's Perrick into the cross court. Johnson, the set to Hernandez. There's no bringing that one back. And a timeout taken by Post. A 3-0 run for Bridgeport has them within 1. We'll be back after this on the CACC Network. Bowman gets us going out of the timeout. It's been a 3-0 run for Bridgeport, and it ends on a Christina Parrott kill, her 21st. Alexa Arnold back into serve. Hernandez with a free swing and a line drive bullet into the cross court. Kanish Johnson has the serve. She's replaced Ella Young for set 4. Saw a similar story in set 2. Parrick into the net, and Bridgeport has knotted up at 6. Line drive serve causes problems. Bronco tried to push it up right next to the net. And now Bridgeport has its first lead in the third set. And right into the cross court, there is Bowman. Set over to Presswood, who loops it over. Parrick, a roll shot. The triple block was up for Bridgeport, and Parrick had a beat on it. Ties it at 7. Set up to Presswood. She's able to get it through the double block and over the head of Parrick and underneath the arms of Harper. That found its way through 4 post defenders. And a big kill for Grace Presswood. That's her 3rd of the night. It's been a tough night for Presswood on the offensive end. She's had it going defensively. There's another dig. Presswood again. It's got another kill. Back-to-back for Grace Presswood to go along with her 19th dig. Brandt through the middle, gets a touch off Hernandez. Brandt with her 5th kill. Three total blocks on the night for Hannah Brandt to go along with her 5 kills. Looked like she was going to have number 6. Post disagreeing with the call. They thought there was a touch. There was arguing whether it was called in or out. And after long debate, it ends in a Bridgeport point still. But Harper, after that abbreviated unofficial timeout, brings post back within 1. Jessen gets a block touch. And it drops into the back row, out of reach for Alyssa Groves. Jongsma comes back into the front row. Tomiello has the serve at the back row. Some trouble for Perrick. And Harper didn't get it over the net. There was no block touch, so 4 touches against post. Bridgeport has come out with a refocused energy in set 4. They're trying to force a 5th set. Perrick comes from the back row. She's blocked. It is covered by Harper. Harper is turned away. Drollinger and Jongsma. A huge double block, and all the momentum's on Bridgeport's side. Timeout taken by Post. It's a 13-9 advantage for the Purple Knights. We'll be back from the Drubner Center after this. Back on the CACC network and inside the Drubner Center. Matt Scalzo, happy you could make me a part of your Tuesday evening. It's been a good one so far. Post with a 2-1 advantage overall in the match. But it's Bridgeport with the lead in set 4, up 13-19. Post has burned both of its timeouts in set 4. Here's Tomiello out of the timeout. Setter dump from Bronco. Executed perfectly. It's the second kill for Bronco on the evening. She's got the serve. A back set to Jongsma. Radovino blocked. It is covered. And right from the back row. Set over to Jessen, who puts it down into the hardwood. Drollinger has the serve in the back row. A back set to Harper. Hernandez blocked. Drollinger has the cover. Perrick has it denied. And right from the back row, and it's tapped down by Haley Jessen, excuse me. Jessen up to 10 kills now. Well, that'll go down as a block, actually. So still at 9. Tap over, kept up by Bronco. Harper reads the triple block, floats it over, and that's tough for any defense to recover. If you throw all your eggs in one basket with that triple block, leaves the front row all alone, and someone from the back row has to come from a long ways away to keep that ball alive. There's Hernandez right down the line. A howitzer into the back corner. When you're able to set up an outside hitter like Paula Hernandez or Haley Jessen. On a good first pass, allows Jada Drollinger to operate in system. It's a tough offense to stop. And there's Exhibit A, or Exhibit B, whatever you want to call it. This offense, when it's in system, is humming for Bridgeport. Hernandez has found the same force, same power she had in 2022, and has created a dynamic offense. And there's Perrick, able to beat the double block of Presswood and Jongsma. They just were a tad late getting back up there. Arnold comes in, Radovino checks out. And Arnold's serve goes long. Kanish Johnson goes back to serve. She's set up in the far corner, but so far tonight she's gone into the cross court. It's time she goes down the middle. Perrick rises up and pushes it off the block of Tomiello and Presswood for her 24th kill. Johnson, it hits off the basketball rim. Presswood comes down the line. And right the tap over. Presswood and Drollinger couldn't get there in time. Tomiello through the middle. Lucia Tomiello has been a huge boost and a consistent factor through the middle. She now becomes the second Purple Knight in double figures with kills, joining Paula Hernandez. Back set to Hernandez. Can't get it over the net. Tomiello on the slide. Groves with a beautiful up. Presswood has it blocked, but it stays on the post side. Perrick trying to go across court. Just pushes it wide, and Bridgeport is the first to 20, leading by 5. Needing 5 more to force set number 5. Back set to Brandt. She's walled off. A double block. Tomiello off the block. It hits off the top of the net. Blocked in coverage. Drollinger, a setter dump read by Groves. Bronco tries to return the favor. Harper down the line. Kaylee Harper with a little extra heat. Laces it. Alyssa Groves goes back to the line. Tough first receive for Johnson. Jessen went off the net and then out of bounds. Back-to-back points for Post has them within 4. Better receive from Johnson, a joust between Radovino and Drollinger. Harper off her back foot. Jessen. Now she's got 10 kills. Joining Tomiello and Hernandez in the double-figure club on Bridgeport's side. Harper most recently joining Perrick for Post. Tomiello is back at the service line. Line drive, causing some problems. It's an ace. Second ace of the night for Lucia Tomiello. And 4th total for Bridgeport. They stand 2 points away from forcing a decisive 5th set. Perrick. Rejected. It's a triple block at the front. Drollinger, Jongsma, and Jessen. And Bridgeport is on set point. Tomiello. Here's Radovino from the outside. She gets a kill to keep things moving along. Broncos serve, causing problems. And Radovino again, this time on the defensive end. Johnson a better receive. Here's Jessen. We'll go to set 5. Tic-tac-toe for the Bridgeport offense. Set 5 on its way from the Drubner Center. It was Bridgeport with set 1. Post came back with wins in set 2 and set 3. And it's Bridgeport with their backs against the wall with a 25-19 win in set number 4. Set 5 on its way on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. Set 5 coming up on the CACC network between Post and Bridgeport. It was Bridgeport taking set 1 before it was Post taking set 2 and set 3. And then the Purple Knights responded with a resurgent and dominant 25-19 win in set 3. They pulled away in that middle portion and didn't look back. Now they look to put away Post in 5 sets. In 5 sets this season, Post is 1-3. Bridgeport is 1-2. The lone win for Post came on opening night against Mercy. Their own 1 in 5 sets at home. They dropped in 5 sets to AIC in the home opener on the 11th of September. Meanwhile, for Bridgeport, their lone win in 5 sets came against Franklin. Post strikes first. Jongsma on the slide. Finds it. And answers back to tie it at 1. Jessen off the block. Groves has the read. Perrick drills it off the arms of Hernandez for her 25th kill. That serve from Harper pushes wide. Bowman checks in. Jessen comes out. Bowman back to the line. That causes some problems. Groves was backing up, and it dipped down into an awkward position where she didn't know whether to go up with her arms or wait for it to come to her. That's the first ace for Bowman and the first lead for Bridgeport in the 5th set. Set up to Hernandez. She goes to the roll shot that arches over the double block. And Bridgeport's up by a pair on Hernandez's 18th kill of the match. Perrick. Sometimes it's hard to find something that's a sure thing in volleyball. Well, Christina Perrick has been a sure thing for this Post offense. 26 kills, just 5 errors. She's hitting nearly 400. Alexa Arnold, she's been a serving specialist, and she's got her first service ace to tie it at 4. Her 5th total ace on the season. A change that was made in that 2nd set by head coach Tiffany Verney. Replacing Tamara Radovino, Alexa Arnold has been in that serving spot, and it has worked. Perrick, the off-speed. Johnson with the read. Harper with the back row roll shot. Drollinger goes low to get it. The back set to Hernandez. There's Bronco again. Johnson sliding over. Presswood's blocked. It is covered. Setter dump from Drollinger. Perrick gives Post the lead. Maria Bronco with a pair of phenomenal digs on strong swings from Hernandez. Arnold continues serving. That floats over, and Enright is waiting on the doorstep to slam it home. Timeout taken by Bridgeport as Post has ripped off a 4-0 run to take a 6-4 lead. We'll step aside with them. Set 5 keeps on moving from the Drubner Center. Post with a 6-4 lead in set 5. They're looking for their second all-time win against Bridgeport and their first at home. The last win for Post against the Purple Knights came on October 25th in 2022 on the road, a 4-set win. Alexa Arnold, who has been a huge piece, continues to serve with her second ace in this run. A 5-0 run for Post has them up 7-4. Ella Young comes back in place of Kanish Johnson in the back row for Bridgeport. Drollinger to Hernandez. Tomiello comes back in. Young will have the serve. A back set to Perrick. Block touch. Drollinger is there. Set over to Presswood. A phenomenal job to keep that one up off the swing from Perrick. And just to give Presswood a chance. Back set to Perrick again. That is out of bounds, and it is tied at 7. Back to Perrick, a roll shot. Young is there. Tomiello through the middle. Bridgeport is the first to 8, and the two teams will switch sides. A 4-0 run for Bridgeport has them back in front. Grace Presswood's kill, a momentum swinger, her 5th of the night, to go along with her team high and tied with a match high with Alyssa Grove's 22 digs. And Ella Young, that change at libero in place of Kanish Johnson. She's been big. Young out of the abbreviated timeout gets us going once more. A tough serve leads to a back row swing from Harper. Drollinger, the back set to Hernandez. Enright races in. There is Young once more. A back set to Hernandez. Off the block and out of reach for Harper. 20 kills for Paula Hernandez. And it's a 6-0 Bridgeport run leading, a 5-0 run leading to a post timeout. We'll step aside. You're not going to want to miss the end of set 5 here. It's Bridgeport up by a pair on the CACC network. Back inside the Drubner Center. It's Bridgeport on a 5-0 run, up 9-7. Post burning its timeout here in set 3. Ella Young will continue to serve. Paula Hernandez, 20 kills on the night. Young, a line drive, service ace. That is now a 6-0 Bridgeport run. They trailed 7-4. And Young gets a little greedy, pushes it long, and Post gets a much-needed point as Christina Perrick will go back to the service line. And she gives the point back. And it'll now be Paula Hernandez with the serve here. The back set to Brandt, met by Tomiello in the middle. Free ball from Young. Goes out of bounds. Back set to Tomiello on the slide. Perrick has the dig. Enright from the back row. Cannot be kept alive by Bowman. Tomiello through the middle. There's Groves with a phenomenal dig. Presswood, the tap over. A back set to Tomiello, just able to creep over. And we're tied at 11. Kaylee Harper ties it up, and Bridgeport will take a timeout. The fans are feeling it. Pressure's building inside the Drubner Center. Who's going to have the last rally? Stay with us on the CACC Network. Back out of the Bridgeport timeout. We're tied at 11 inside the Drubner Center. Kaylee Harper had the last kill. It's been a 3-0 run for Post to tie it up. Enright will have the serve. The set over to Presswood. There's Groves. Harper gets the kill off the block. And Post is in front. Tomiello. Trouble for Post. And Bridgeport gets a much-needed point. And more notably, in terms of their rotation, in comes Haley Jessen. Presswood with the serve. Harper through the middle, gets a block touch. Drollinger goes to Tomiello. Harper finds the back edge. That ball hung up in the air for what felt like 5 seconds. Drollinger, the setter dump. Perrick has the read. Radovino into the arms of Hernandez. The set over to Jessen. Tomiello somehow gets it up, and Bronco sets it to the back corner. This is unbelievable. Groves ends it. Check, please. It's a late rally from Post. And they pick up their second all-time win against Bridgeport and stand alone atop the CACC North Division. What a match and what an ending. The Eagles eclipsed last year's win total, and they sit in first place in the conference. Christina Perrick, 27 kills. Alyssa Groves with 26 digs. It was an all-around team effort to take down the reigning champs in Bridgeport. That'll do it for the broadcast. Post-game interviews coming up, but if you're stepping off, I've been Matt Scalzo. I thank you for joining me. Post-game interviews coming up after this. It's Post in 5 sets over Bridgeport.
Test. Test.
Matt Scalzo joined alongside Christina Perek following a 5-set win over Bridgeport. Christina, you had 27 kills, 14 digs as well, probably a new career high for you. What was working for you tonight offensively?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think me and Maria decided we have a great connection. We try different shots, we try different actions, so I think that was moving block, and then I had more opportunity to score.
This is Post's second all-time win against Bridgeport, a team that's been atop the CACC for the last 2 years. What is the energy like in the locker room, especially after a win like this? But throughout this season, you guys are on a different level and compared to years past.
Yeah, I think this year Post has amazing great players, amazing team, and I really think that we have energy. We want to win. We want to the title this year. So I think we've been just great team. We practice great, and everything is working when we are together.
You had a tough loss against Holy Family over the weekend. What was the mindset like to refocus yourselves with a big opponent in Bridgeport coming in?
Yeah, we had a tough loss, and honestly, we were just thinking that we were not playing our game. So we tried to come back. We said now we are all in, and we are going to give our maximum, and we did it. So.
Thank you, Christina. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.